How's it going, everyone? This is Anthony, aka ComicsRGreat. Sorry for the little mix-up there with the openings. Still getting used to doing the controls. Hope everyone is doing well this Tuesday night before New Comic Book Day. And New Comic Book Day is always a great day, and the anticipation for New Comic Book Day. Sometimes it's quiet, sometimes it's at a fever pitch. I know that there's a number of new books that are going to be coming out. But that's not exactly what we're going to be talking about today. So we're going to be talking about some of the books that I own. Okay, this is the first episode of CRG's Comics. Okay, so things have been really quiet on the auction front between Whatnot and hold on one second. Just want to set something up between Whatnot and YouTube. Okay, I really haven't sold much of anything. So, even though many people don't know me, I figured this old dog needs to learn some new tricks. So I figured to use what I have. So I might as well use YouTube, okay, and show you guys some of the books I have, and maybe it'll lead you guys to look me up on Instagram, which I hope, or on Twitter, or on Whatnot, depending on where you find me. So, and just to let you guys know, whether it's Twitter, Whatnot, Instagram, or even here, you can find me at ComicsRGreat. All right, same name, same spelling. All right, no difference. So when you're done, when you finish watching this video, if you haven't given me a follow on any of those social media platforms and you have an account there, do me a favor. I really would appreciate it if you would give me a follow if you like this. Okay. Also, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to me here. That would be great. My goal is to get to 100 as soon as possible. So please spread the word, especially amongst your buddies who collect comics, and say, hey, this guy, he's kind of old, kind of trying to branch out, and he needs some help, which I do. Okay, I need all the help I can get. So every little bit counts, and it would be nice to get some help. So let's get started here. I got a whole bunch of comics, and one of the reasons why I started with Batman. Batman is one of my favorite heroes. Okay, The Flash is my all-time favorite. Okay, because when I was a kid, I was always interested in speed, but Batman, because he has no powers, he uses his intellect, and he's good at hand-to-hand combat. One of the best in DC Comics. And he puts his life on the line. He really cares, despite that rough exterior and that demeanor, that he's always dark and gloomy, and doesn't take crap from anyone, even Superman. Okay. I mean, the fact that him and Superman are opposites has always amazed me, and I want to say, I'm sure everyone's heard that Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman the Animated Series, passed away last week. So may he rest in peace, and I hope that his family knows that he had so many fans that adored him and loved the fact that he was the voice of Batman for probably more than almost 20 years, so he did not just the animated series. Obviously, he was in Superman, Justice League, Batman Beyond, and even a number of the animated movies, so, and whenever he did his voice, everyone loved it. Everyone appreciated it, so thank you, Kevin Conroy, and you will be sorely missed. On that note, So here we go. We're gonna go in chronological order. There are also some comics in here that are part of the storyline that aren't Batman titles. Okay, in other words, that their number, the Resurrection of Ra's al Ghul, it went through 4 different titles, but they're all Batman family related. So I also included stuff like that here, because since to me Batman is the main title, even though it's not the oldest one, Detective Comics is. Okay, Detective Comics was older than Batman. Batman hasn't even reached 1,000 overall yet, and Detective Comics is way, way already in the 1,000 comic range. So, but despite that, to me, Batman's the main title. So whenever there's a crossover, I try to keep everything within the Batman title. All right. So, like the first book that we have here is Batman number 389. Let me get my neat little spreadsheet here so I can kind of follow along. Okay. This is the first one I have, and we're starting with this is way back in May of 1985. So this is not even modern era. This is considered bronze. Okay. So either bronze or copper. Sometimes I get them confused. But as you can see, like this book here is in near mint condition. So, I do my best to try to keep my books looking this way. Um, and the next one is an anniversary issue, Batman number 400. Okay. This is fairly popular, and it's difficult to find it in this condition. And with this book, there's some names like Art Adams, okay, John Byrne, Joe Kubert, Rick Leonardi, George Perez, may he also rest in peace. And this cover, okay, was done by the great Bill Sienkiewicz. So great book to have. You definitely need to have that if you're a Batman comic collector. Let me just hold on here. I'm just making some adjustments to my spreadsheet real quick, so I have better information on my fingertips here. Okie doke. So we got Batman number 401. Okay. And we're going to be jumping around because I don't have obviously all these in order, numerically, as far as one after the other. But I do have groups here and there. But this is a pretty big stack. Okay. Whoops. As you can see there. So, and here we go. The next one is Batman 402. Nothing so savage as a man destroying himself. Okay. Oh, and I forgot that this one, Batman 401. Sorry about that. I didn't realize this cover was done by the great John Byrne. Okay, so very familiar name there. He's mostly associated with Marvel, but obviously he did some DC stuff. Next one is Batman number 403. One Batman too many. Oh, hey Alonzo, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, man. Good to see you, my man. Comics and Pops is Alonzo from Team Nerd Herd, as you can see from the hashtag there. And you can actually catch them. They have different shows. If you follow them on Instagram and on YouTube, they have the Cover Lover Show at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific every Monday, and Mondo Mail Call has been moved from Thursday to Wednesday. So starting tomorrow, they're going to be on whatchamacallit at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. All right, so check them out. And one of these evenings, you'll find my face there. Okay. And thanks a lot, Alonzo. Hey, all the time. Haven't officially left yet, but I'm always giving you guys the plug. So, and let me fix this. Just realized this was a little crooked. So the next one I have is a very famous storyline. It's Batman Year One. This is written by Frank Miller and drawn by David Mazzucchelli. So as you can see, there's a spine tick there. Unfortunately, it is not a pressable defect. It's stuck in there. But despite that major spine tick, this is in really good condition. All right, so we got here part 1. Part 2, which this is in near mint condition. All right, so that's issue 405. Issue 406, which is Year 1, Part 3. And Year 1, Part 4, which is issue 407. And these two are also in near mint condition. Okay, despite the fact that this is from 1987. And you do the math, these books are 35 years old. I mean, obviously comics have been around a long time, but to find 35-year-old comics that look that great, that's pretty difficult to find nowadays. And I'm sure Alonzo knows that as well. We got Batman number 414. Even though it says The New Adventures, this is still the main Batman title. And we got the Batman 415. And during this time, DC was doing a main crossover with all their titles called Millennium. So this one was Millennium Week 2. Next one is Batman 416. Okay, and you see you have Nightwing here and Robin, and this was Jason Todd Robin, obviously, because this is Nightwing, and this is coming up to the very important storyline. All right, I'm going to jump to issue number 421, and Jim Starlin around the starting at 414. I should have mentioned that he was doing the writing chores for Batman. And he will forever be attached to this storyline. I don't have the whole thing. All I have is parts 1 and parts 3. Part 3 is the most important part, and we're talking about a death in the family. This storyline is the death of Jason Todd, Robin. Sorry about that. Yo, what's up, Me Comics? How's it going, man? And Alonzo giving me nice what's up. And what's up? How you doing, Arsenio? How's it going, man? Good to see you. And like I said, this is issue 428, and this is the issue where Robin actually dies. And as you can see, this book is in near mint condition. Okay, and this cover was done by the great Mike Mignola. And Arsenio, if you don't mind, if you want to chat about these books a little bit, let me know. Okay, I'll send you the link. The more the merrier. Inja Binja, how's it going? Good to see you. Wow, man, this has been a nice treat. We got Alonzo stop by, Me Comics, Art Chemist, who comes every once in a while, and Inja Binja. Nice. Good to see you. Hope you like some of the books that you see here. And just to let you guys know, if you guys are interested in any of the books, again, you can hit me up on Instagram. All right, and we could possibly make something happen. So this is Batman number 530. And we got issue number 531. Gotta admit, I love this artwork, and that's some serious long cape hanging upside down. And like I said, Arsenio, if you want to hop on, just let me know. We got here Batman number 432. Sorry about the autofocus going back and forth there. And Batman 433. This is part one of the many deaths of Batman. And this was during this time that, because of the death of Jason Todd, Batman was going through some stuff. And he was not just taking it hard, but he was going hard, taking unnecessary risks. And, this was like the first storyline that you really see him got baby music in the background. Okay, cool, man. I understand that. So, don't want to hit me up with that with the trademark infringement. So thanks for letting me know. Then we got Batman number 435, part 3 of the many deaths of Batman. And we're gonna take a major jump here. Okay, so we're going from essentially 1989, which is when this one came out, to 2002. I used to have a number of books there, but I sold them all. And we got Batman the 10th Set Adventure. And when this came out, this thing broke records. Okay, they sold so many copies of this book. And because this was 10 cents, so people were buying these by the boatload. And this was part one of this was the beginning of the Bruce Wayne murderer storyline. Okay, technically this should have been part 1, but this was more like part 0. Okay, and this was one of these storylines that crossed over many titles. So we got here Detective Comics number 766. Okay, part 1 of Bruce Wayne Murderer. And I mean, this was one of those storylines that you got to know Bruce Wayne didn't commit murder. Okay, despite the fact that this thing was so drawn out here. So we got Batgirl number 24. And this Batgirl is Cassandra Cain. Now I think she's known as, she's back to being known as Batgirl, but for a time she was known as Orphan. And she is the daughter of David Cain and Shiva, the assassin Shiva. And she herself was an assassin at one time. So we got Nightwing number 65. And as everyone knows, Nightwing was the first Robin. He was Dick Grayson. So we got Batman Gotham Knights, number 25. And Birds of Prey, number 39. And, yo, what's up, Comics and Culture? How's it going, man? And just to let everyone know, yes, he is my neighbor. He lives like 3 blocks from me. So, how's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. Man, got some serious activity tonight. So thank you for everyone showing up. And if you haven't subscribed, if you can subscribe and hit that like button, I really would appreciate it. And good to see everyone here. Man, this is great. So we got here, like I said, Birds of Prey number 39. And this cover is done by, back then, he really wasn't well known, but now he does a lot of great covers, especially for Star Wars. And his name is Phil Noto. Okay, so like I said, you're going to hear some names that some of them are old, some of them are still hot today, and Phil Noto is definitely one of them. So you got Robin number 98. Okay, and this Robin is Tim Drake, the third Robin. And for going down the line, and you're gonna see a new Robin. We got 5 Robins. Batman goes through Robins like underwear, I guess. I don't know how else to compare it. We got here Batman number 599, getting closer to that anniversary issue, and this is part 7 of the storyline. Like I said, they drew this out. That's it. So now we're swinging back Cycling through the titles again. So we got Detective Comics number 767, Nightwing number 66, and you see here we got Barbara Gordon on the cover, and at the time, she has the title of Oracle, okay, where she's not just a computer hacker, but she is essentially the eye in the sky for the Bat family. And also she was the original Batgirl and the daughter of Commissioner James Gordon. So we got Batman Gotham Knights number 26. I'm sorry about that. As you can see, we got Alfred here, the famous butler of Batman. Like Batman goes through Robins like VLC goes through White Castle burgers. That is rich. VLC, you're gonna have to put a comment on this. I want to hear your response to this. Oh, I gotta put this back up. Oh my goodness, there's gonna be some serious. Yeah, see. Oh, that's a good one, dude, man. That's anyway. Talk about catching me in a moment here. BLC knows I love him. Oh no, definitely, man. You know, no doubt. Oh, that was good. We got here Robin number 99, and next to Robin we have Spoiler, and she eventually becomes a Robin for like 5 seconds, you know. So, but officially becomes a Robin. Another one of those White Castle cheeseburgers. We got Birds of Prey number 40. Another cover done by Phil Noto. Whoop. And let's see, we got Batman number 600. Nice thick anniversary issue. And we go from Bruce Wayne murderer to Bruce Wayne fugitive. Again, we all know that this guy was innocent, but they drew this out. Like, Anthony, why did you collect them? Why did I collect them? Because I'm an idiot and I like Batman. So we finally get up to Batman 605, where he is declared innocent. Bruce Wayne not guilty. And the person who winds up setting him up, David Kane, the father of Cassandra Cain, who was Batgirl at the time. Why? Because he was pissed that she went over to his side. Okay, you know, because he spent all these years training her, making her to be the best assassin, even though she couldn't speak. And the fact that she got drawn to the good side by Bruce Wayne really, really got under his craw, and he wanted to stick it to Batman, and almost did. Okay, because the person who was murdered was Vesper Fairchild, who was the girlfriend of Bruce Wayne, and I believe she knew that he was Batman, you know, and he truly loved her. So the best way to get vengeance is to kill the one that person loves the most, and that's exactly what he did at the time. Oops, forgot about this. All right, so we're gonna jump to number 608. This is a very famous issue we got here. This is the beginning of the Hush storyline, and this was written by Jeph Loeb and drawn by Jim Lee and inked by Scott Williams. 3 famous names in the comic industry, and let me tell you, this is one of the most famous storylines in Batman. It's very difficult to get the whole set in near mint condition, and you're going to spend a pretty penny just putting the set together. And just to let you know, in case anyone is going to hit me up on this, I have to iron the cover out a bit. There's some damage here, so hopefully I can get this to where this will be in near mint condition. Because besides that, this book is otherwise fine. And we're going to jump to Batman number 619, which is the end of the Hush storyline. And whatchamacallit. So we got, this is a gatefold cover. And then over here now we got, this is the Heroes cover. And Jim Lee did a really nice villains cover as well. Okay, you know, so some great artwork by Jim Lee. When he did this storyline, he was already famous, but this just rocketed him to even for like legendary status, you know. And this is some of the best artwork that you're gonna see from Jim Lee, bar none. And of course, with Batman 608, he did the famous pose where Batman is facing one side, and when he does the Superman 12 issue series with Ed Brubaker, he has Superman facing the other side to form a nice connecting cover. So hold on, gotta get some water, getting thirsty here. You know, some of this stuff, I'm not even looking at my spreadsheet. So we got all this useless information here just coming out little by little. And we're almost at the halfway point. Oh, yeah, Batman number 633. This is the end of the War Games storyline. Batman 634. Batman was declared an outlaw for a short time. Got a duplicate here. Then we got, skip one. And in Batman 638, we got a pretty famous cover. This is the second print cover. The first print has Batman looking out with Jason Todd's face here. And it's revealed that Jason Todd, that the Red Hood, who during this time was plaguing Batman, was Jason Todd, that DC decided to bring him back. I mean, we're talking about many years later, because he died in issue 438. Okay, no, 428. Sorry, man, that's up. 428. You know, to 638. We're talking about 210 issues. Okay, at 12 issues a year, pretty much. So that's a pretty long time, because this was May 2005. And let me see. So, and he died in what issue? Because it's faster for me to look it up this way. 1989. So you're talking about 16 years. 16 years that he was dead. One of the longest runs, I think the one that's obviously longer than him, who happened to come out at the same time on the Marvel side, was Bucky. All right, so you got Batman number 640. I think that this is like the issue where they bury the hatchet from what happened in Batman number 612, where Superman and Batman went mano a mano, and Superman got his butt kicked. We got here Batman number 645, a Robin's Tale, and this is when Batman remembers a few things that between him and Jason Todd. We have Batman number 646. And if you want to get like kind of a sense of what this storyline is, there's a great animated movie called Batman Under the Red Hood that essentially kind of goes through it, but a little differently. Instead of Jason Todd being brought back because of the craziness that Superboy Prime did by punching a hole through reality, in the animated movie, Ra's al Ghul brought him back by putting him in the Lazarus pit, and he goes completely nuts and decides to pay Bruce back for not taking revenge for him against the Joker. All right, so we got Batman number 647, and as you can see, we got the Red Hood and Batman working together. Batman 648, and just I don't know if you can tell that most of these comics are in near mint condition. Okay, try to keep them that way, like as you can see, despite the fact that, like I said, this is from 2006, so you're talking about 16 years. Color's not going to diminish that much, but I try to keep them in great shape despite that. So, like I said, hit me up on IG if you're interested. Sorry to put the plug, but that's part of the reason I'm doing this. We got Batman 649. And you can see we got the Joker here with Jason Todd, and Batman 650, where he finally comes to grips with Jason Todd not exactly being the same person that he trained as Robin. Okay. So now we're going to jump to a very famous issue here, Batman 655. Okay, this has become a very important and pretty valuable issue, not just story-wise, but also monetarily, because this is the first appearance of Damian Wayne, the true son of Bruce Wayne, and his mom is Talia al Ghul, the daughter of Ra's al Ghul, of course, one of his enemies. Why not? But and Damian Wayne was trained as an assassin as part of the trying to remember what the name of their organization is. Sorry, slipped up there a little bit, but like I said, his father's the Demon's Head, and while Ra's al Ghul respects Batman as the world's greatest detective, but he still is on the opposite side and always tries to do things the wrong way. But despite that fact, they forced Bruce Wayne, in a sense, to become the father of Damian Wayne, but Talia drops Damian off, wants him to know who his father is, and little does she know that he winds up wanting to stay with Batman, okay, and become the next Robin. So this is the 1 in 10 cover. This cover was done by the great Andy Kubert, and this was written by the equally great Grant Morrison. And this 1 in 10 cover was done by Andy's brother, Adam Kubert. Thank you. Yes, the League of Assassins. Thank you. I figured someone was going to help me out there. It just took a minute. Yeah, when you get old, you kind of get mind slips here and there, or in my case, a lot. So this is Batman number 656, second appearance of Damian Wayne. Okay, so, and there's always a saying, if you can't get the first appearance, get the second. Because sometimes that first appearance winds up being a lot of money, especially when it comes to older books. All right, we got Batman 657, first cover appearance of Damian Wayne. So that's why this one is very important. And as you can see over here, so Andy Kubert's doing a number of these covers. And one of the most consistent artists out there. His artwork pretty much looks the same from when he did X-Men right after Jim Lee. And of course, doing Batman here. So, but consistent, but still great work. And he does so many famous storylines. I got to give it to the man. We got here Batman number 658. Continuing the run with introducing Damian Wayne. As you can see here, he's out on patrol, but he's in a ninja outfit with a sword, ready to kill people, not save them. So Grant Morrison and Andy Kubert do an interesting story here. This is Batman 666 of a possible future where Damian Wayne is Batman, and that's what makes this issue important. This is the first issue of Damian Wayne as Batman, even though we don't know if this is what will happen in the future or not. So we got Batman number 667. We got a picture here of Batman Incorporated. So essentially you have heroes from throughout the world that have taken, that have modeled themselves in the likeness of Batman, but they give themselves different names. So Bruce Wayne has, brought them together every now and then under the name of Batman Incorporated, where he runs the show and they kind of work for him for a mission every now and then. So we got Batman number 668. Written by Grant Morrison and drawn by J.H. Williams, who does some outstanding artwork as well, and he did this one too. Sorry about that. Batman 669, continuing the Batman Incorporated storyline, and we got here another Batman title crossover, Batman 670, The Resurrection of Ra's al Ghul. And this was a certificate of authenticity that I created because this was signed by Tony S Daniel. This is the earliest cover that I have that Tony S Daniel drew. So another great artist. He's currently doing Nocterra. Okay, he helped create Nocterra along with Scott Snyder. And that show has been optioned, so give that title a pick up and a look-see, believe me, because you won't be disappointed. In any case, so this is part 0. I mean, I don't know why they do this, a prelude. Okay. Then we got Robin number 168. So this is part 1 of 7, and as you can see, this one is done by the artwork looks like Andy Kubert. So let me check real quick. No, this was Tony S Daniel also. Okay, my mistake. Similar work, but there, some differences, but they're both just as good. Okay, we got Nightwing 138, also done by Mr. Daniel. And we got Detective Comics number 838. This one is done by Simone Bianchi. Okay, another great artist. I mean, this thing looks pretty creepy, but brilliant piece of artwork. We got Batman number 671, continuing on, like I said, with the Ra's al Ghul storyline. And you can see Ra's over here, and this is one of his assassins. I forgot what his name is, but he's very important within the League of Assassins. You got Robin number 168. Nightwing number 139. And over here, you got here, looks like Nightwing versus Robin. And this cover was done by Adam Kubert. And Detective Comics number 839. Like I said, you hear these names popping up, really famous names even today, and it's good to see them on such an important title such as Batman, and sometimes you'll see them like maybe on X-Men, Spider-Man, and Superman, titles that definitely, are worth their weight in gold and are important for both Marvel and DC. We got Batman number 672. And as you can see, this is still Tony S Daniel and Grant Morrison. Batman 673. Getting closer to the end here. Batman number 674. Batman 675. So we're going to take a little bit of a jump. Okay, Batman 682 with another famous cover artist, Alex Ross. And during this time, this is like a minor crossover with Final Crisis. Another important miniseries. Yo, what's up, Jay Salsa? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me tonight. I guess just going through my books. The first one is Batman. So I would say, more than just about 3/4 of the way through here. We got Batman number 683, another cover by the great Alex Ross. Alex Ross, I don't think there's a bad cover that Alex Ross has ever done. Okay, I'm sure that he's messed up and squashed it, and started over. But in all the years that I've seen Alex Ross covers, I don't think there's ever one that I've seen that's bad. Okay. We have Batman number 684. Hey, this is the simple cover with Jim Gordon with the bat light and a bat here, but again, a beautiful cover. We got Batman number 685. Give me 1 second here. 685. This cover was done by, I believe this was also done by Alex Ross, and beautiful cover of Catwoman. Let me see. Jay Sauls, I've been here watching, just running on the treadmill, so you couldn't chat. Oh, well, hey, man, but glad, obviously you're off the treadmill now. I'm glad that I was able to keep you company while you were doing that jog there, running in place. Gotta stay in shape, man, right? So over here we have a 2-issue crossover written by another famous writer, Neil Gaiman. And this one's Tony S Daniel took a break, and we have Andy Kubert taking up the drawing chores, not just for one book, but for 2 books. Okay, so this is Batman number 686, part 1 of What Happened to the Cape Crusader. So I think there was an earlier 2-part series called What Happened to the Man of Steel. So this was written in the same vein, except this is for Batman. And part 2 is from Detective Comics. This is Detective number 853. Again, written by Neil Gaiman and drawn by Andy Kubert. We got Batman 687. This is a variant cover. This was done by J.G. Jones, one of my favorite Batman covers of all time. Almost looks like Alex Ross, but unfortunately it's not. Let's see. That was after I mowed the lawn, not the little one. She's at soccer practice. Yeah. Of course you're gonna say that, man. You can't prove it to us. You're on the other side of the country, so how do we know? Okay. Well, in case you guys don't know, on VLC's channel, there's this thing that there's a private joke about his Jay Salsa having his kids mow the lawn. It looks like he did it this time. I want to see a picture. I want to see proof, man. We got Batman number 687. This is the regular cover this time, done by Tony S Daniel. And since this is after sometimes I hate the autofocus. So this is after the events of Final Crisis. So this is Batman Reborn. And just before this, Nightwing took over as Batman for a short time. Okay, and this also takes place after the events of there's a 3-issue miniseries called Batman Battle for the Cow. There we go. Okay, which was the 3-issue series was done by Tony S Daniel. And maybe real quick, I'll dig it out, because I should have it right next to me. We got here Batman number. Whoops, I missed one. Yeah, Batman number 688, part of Batman Reborn. So we got Batman 689, gorgeous cover done by Andy Kubert, and the interiors were done by Mark Bagley. Okay, Mark Bagley is very famous in this for doing Spider-Man and Ultimate Spider-Man. In fact, him and Brian Michael Bendis did over 100 issues as writer and artist together with Ultimate Spider-Man. So, great artwork for that one. So, like I said, he did a couple of issues here. We got Batman number 690. And Batman 691 with some weird looking Batman here. And also, I forgot to mention, Judd Winick was also doing the writing chores at this time. No longer Grant Morrison. We got Batman 692, and Tony S Daniel was doing double duty here, not just doing the art chores, but also writing as well. We got Batman 693. Batman 694. Batman 695. 696. 697. Batman 698. Nice cover of the Riddler there, especially, I have to admit, with the blood coming down his mouth. That's pretty interesting. Let me see something. And this was also still done by Tony S Daniel. Another, like I said, great cover here. Batman number 699 and giant size anniversary issue, Batman number 700. This cover was done by David Finch, another great artist. He came up through the ranks from Top Cow, and I think he did like Aphrodite 9. And off the top of my head, I can't think of some of the other stuff he's done, but I know he's done X-Men books, Ultimate X-Men, some Wolverine. So the guy is a brilliant artist. Lacking a little foliage on the top, just like me, but you can also find him on YouTube where he does drawing classes, okay, as well as doing some, whatchamacallit, I forgot what the word is, but essentially doing sketches for people, so check him out on YouTube. Then we got the variant cover of Batman number 700. This is the Mike Mignola cover. So we got Batman 701, Rest in Peace, The Missing Chapter. Batman 702. Batman 703. A Prelude to Bruce Wayne, The Road Home, which that is actually an extra miniseries, 6-issue series, really cool, talking about Bruce Wayne's travel through time as he comes back from death after the events of Final Crisis. Batman 704, and you can see the Batman Incorporated logo. And we're going to jump to the last issue of Volume 1, Batman number 713. And as you can see here, there's not one, there's two Batman. Okay, and you're probably asking, Anthony, what the hell is going on here? Well, this one is Bruce Wayne. This one is Dick Grayson. So, like I said, there was that 3-issue series called Batman Battle for the Cowl, and that was a huge battle, essentially for who was going to take over for Bruce Wayne since he was dead. And Nightwing was determined to do it, despite the fact that he spent many years wanting to get out of Batman's shadow. But over here, you got Bruce Wayne, Dick Grayson, then you got Red Robin, which is Tim Drake, and the fourth Robin, Damian Wayne. All right, so I got like 4 annuals here. Well, technically 6, because 2 of them are with Detective Comics. So we got Batman number 25. And man, I neglected to talk about this guy's artwork earlier. So this one is Jock. Okay, another great artist. During the run with what's his name? The Red Hood saga, when Jason Todd came back, those covers, which is essentially I think it's like 640 to 650 or 645 to 650. That run, sorry about that. That run was done by Jock. All those covers, okay? Like I said, great artist, still on the top of his game. And believe it or not, I don't know about recently, but a couple of months ago, he was still doing Batman variant covers. So, but instead of regular covers, he was doing the 1 in 25 regular and foil covers. So we got here annual number 26. We got Head of the Demon. Okay, talking about Ra's al Ghul. And I believe this had to do with this is the origin of Ra's al Ghul. This was like a link to the resurrection of Ra's al Ghul. So we got Batman annual number 27. This was part 1 of 2 with Detective Comics annual number 11. Now, one thing that kind of bothered me a little bit is that Detective Comics has been around so long, and yet this was their 11th annual, while Batman, this was number 27. But as you can see, it's a connecting cover with Jean Paul Valley, aka Azrael, in the cover, essentially being split in half. And for a short time, this guy was Batman. Okay. While I don't have the issues anymore. I sold them off. But Batman 497 was the issue where Bane broke Batman's back, and issue 500 was where Jean Paul Valley took over for Batman for a short time before he went completely nutso and started doing things wrong, and Bruce Wayne had to put himself back together, relearn how to fight, and come back and take over the mantle once again. So these last 2 books here, you're going to hear the name of another famous cover artist, okay? One that does stupendous work nowadays, but from looking at his artwork here, you could tell that he was he was getting there. He's on the top of his game, but he was good back then, but not as good as he is now. And I'm talking about Stanley Art Germ Lau. Okay, so we got Batman annual number 28. This is back in 2011. Okay, so this is again part of a 2 annual crossover, and the second one is Detective Comics annual number 12, and this cover was also done by Art Germ. And honestly, this came to my surprise. I had no clue about this until tonight when I was going through these books. And like this features, we have some different characters here. One of being the Question, okay, But like I said, this one I still can't believe it here. But yet you got Art Germ's initials there. A brilliant artist. He just came out with a new cover for Sins of Sinister #1 with Emma Frost. My opinion, the best cover he's done this year. Okay, I know a lot of people don't like digital artwork, but to me, it depends on what it is, and this one definitely takes the cake. Well, that cover, not this one. But in any case, that's it. Like I said, we're running on 55 minutes. I knew that this was going to be long. That's why I decided to do volume 1 by itself. Volume 2 will be much shorter. Volume 3 will probably be longer than this because we're talking about the current run, and they're still going, and I have most of those issues, and they're up to issue number 126, 27. Guess it, Joe. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. I hope you like a number of the books that you saw. If you're interested in any of them, like I said, hit me up on Instagram. Batman 655, that one may be taken off the table because that one I'm trying to hold on to. Other than that, the rest of them, feel free to ask about them. Okay, I have no problem with it. Like I said, you can hit me up on Instagram under ComicsRGreat. Also, check me out on Twitter and on Whatnot. You'll see all these books on there tomorrow. It's going to be a quick run through, but I'll be there at 12 o'clock Eastern, 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. I know it's a weird time, but I'm going to be there for like 2.5 hours. Okay, so check me out. Like I said, look, you can find me on Whatnot under ComicsRGreat, just like here. So thanks for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button if you haven't done so already. I hope you guys have a great night. Enjoy your new comic book day tomorrow. Remember to collect what you like, and comics are great, and so are you. Later. And I should have set this up beforehand. Good night, everyone.